Hey, what's going on, everybody? Todd Holland here. We're doing funnel chat session number 5. It's 8 o'clock sharp my time, about 10 sharp for the most of you guys. I realize that this is running concurrent to a tribe video that you guys have going on too. So tribe people, go ahead and catch this later and reach back out to me if you have any questions on anything I go over, or if anything's not clear, feel free to reach out, okay? So we're going to do this one a little bit differently, kind of the same, but a little bit differently, because I want to structure these in a way where it's like, if you're new, if you haven't made much progress through the programs, or if you just joined the family and the entourage right now, then I think that the beginning will be like a good way for you to find some information, get some stuff done. And as people start to come in later on, they can throw their questions up here on the right hand side. There's a group chat. The other place that I can get your questions are in that status where I originally posted with that Ned Flanders meme. I try to make it easily recognizable, but that one right there, feel free to just comment on that and I'll be able to get your questions right here on the mobile. So, fret not. Just the only thing on the YouTube video, if you could do me a huge favor, I can't see the YouTube comments easily. I don't get notified of them. So just if you're on YouTube, just open up your Facebook browser and just comment on that status and I'll be able to get to it. Cool? Okay. So, sorry, I'm super thirsty. I went to the gym just like maybe 45 minutes ago. I got back and I'm time to take my sweatshirt off and stuff. It's like, it's one of those things like you're sweating and it's freezing and it's fantastic. I'm trying to talk really fast and really loud to keep myself like awake and properly insulated. Okay, so here's how I want to do this in a general sense. So I'm gonna hop back over here. So again, BFA funnel chat. I'm not gonna like make this thing like a webinar, like a slideshow by any means. I just want to give it like a schedule of what I want to talk about. Quick intro. We're in the middle of that right now. It's about to go into where to find things. Where to find things. I don't mean to by any means. Oh, you know what? I'm not even sharing my screen. I apologize for that, guys. I will get very good at this one day, probably the day before we stop doing it. Okay, so present to everyone. Okay, I should present to everyone now. So I'm assuming everyone can see this. If not, just listen to what I'm saying, and I'm just reading it out loud. Quick intro, we're doing that right now. Where to find things. Again, not to condescend, but there is so much freaking information. And it's all like extremely important too. None of it's like boilerplate or filler. So you have to know where to find the stuff that you need. And if you can't find those things in the place where I'm going to show you how to find them, you need to know where to ask or who to ask. To get that to you quickly and effectively. And pretty soon, guys, just a heads up, we're going to have a system that will really, really streamline this whole thing. But for right now, we're going to be doing it this way right here with the direct support. So, okay. And then after we do that, as more people kind of, filter in, I'll take more questions. I'll do some demos of things that people want to see. And, if I have some time, I might show in like a couple, Zapier tips and tricks. I also realized that for the lending guys, this is probably just the bad timing of everything going on at once. We've got a Zapier webinar coming up, I think, in one of the other groups as well. So hopefully this, I can cap this one off at 9 o'clock and let you guys get off onto what you're doing otherwise. Okay. So so let's start from the very beginning. I'm still presenting my screen, but I'm gonna hop over here. Where to find things, I think, is really important in any classroom online learning setting, because at the end of the day, you don't really have a teacher yet that you can just walk up to and say, hey man, where's where can I find this? And my experience is actually teaching in college. Half time we're too crotchety to even tell you. We'll just say go look it up yourself. So, but this is great because this is basically like your entire textbook, your entire course in one place. And for the most part, anything you need can be found here. So, where a lot of people get hung up is, oh, well, what do I do with the, I wish there was like a step-by-step on the funnels, right? On how to run the ads and how to run the funnels. And there is, so, when you're just starting out and you're, please watch all these videos when you're just trying to get a sense of, okay, what is the scope of what I'm doing here? Click on this funnel review checklist. And right here, it's, what I like to do is, go ahead and copy this into a place where you can find it, like your Evernote, but you can leave it here too, if it's easy to get to for you. And just, know that each one of these things, it seems like a lot, like 23 or 24 different steps. to get stuff done. Some of these are multiple step, things. Some of these, like with the red background may not convert as well as it used to. So you're going to be trying a lot of things. But this is really it. I mean, if you're the kind of person who can follow a recipe, or if you can, take a series of directions and just kind of go line by line through it, you're going to have no problem creating your first funnel here in probably an hour or two. As you get going, it'll be quicker. I think, Pat Grabs and I have, we like to joke around with each other sometimes. We both claim that we can build a funnel in 30 minutes flat. And I don't think he's ever seen me do it. I've never seen him do it, but I'm pretty sure we can both do it. But the point is, it's once you get the hang of it, it's very quick and very easy. Some other things in this that you might want to take a look at if you haven't, because a lot of people, I would say 90% of the people I've spoken to have watched 75% or less of these videos. A lot of those are 50% or less, right? So what I think is really cool, a good place to start, obviously, do the whole thing and just go step by step. But the live event is one of those experiences that you won't really, you can't replicate that just by some videos on YouTube here. So I think that to get a sense of what like the energy of the live event brings and things like that, watch some of these. I think this is the one that was recent, the most recent, official live event. We had a reunion before then, but that's this. 90 Day Escape is great. Watch these definitely. The sales training. I mean, here's the thing. So here's my. Hey guys, I'm not quite sure if the connection got dropped or not, or how far in we got. So that's frustrating. I apologize for that. Let me just check on some comments here to see how far in we got. What I was showing you guys before we dipped off of camera, I think we have a connection thing going on. I got to resolve that. Before we dipped off of camera, what I was showing you guys was the BFA digital course, right? So I was going through each one of the modules. I just got a comment here. I'm probably, people are going to start saying I dropped off, the connection dropped off here. So hold on 1 second as I pull up my comment. This is me checking my comments though, so I don't have to jump off. Yeah. So Chris, Chris left a comment saying, looks like we lost you. You did. So let me just make a comment here saying we're back online. Huh, okay. Very good. All right, let me just make sure we're still good here. I gotta. Okay, that's so Aria just. I hope I'm saying your name right, Aria. Hang on 1 second. So we are back on. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yeah. I really got to apologize. Some of these things are like completely out of my control, but they still look like I'm, uh, you know, uh, dropping stuff off the ball. Anyway, so, they're going back over to, I'm going to share my screen once more here. And guys, if you would, this is still a learning project. So if I do drop off, anyone who's out there in closer land watching this, if I do drop off, or if like the sound cuts out, just like comment on that status and I'll see it and I'll be able to come correct it. But I can't really see it while I'm sharing my screen. So, okay, let's share it one more time. Go to the desktop, start screen share. It's going to start looking like this, talk about a funnel, right? I'm here all day. Okay, so all right. What I was saying, Aria, thank you for reminding me of this, is that there's nothing really like the live. So I like to watch this thing just to get a sense of what the experience is. This is more of like a follow-up to the live, which still has some really great content, and you see some of the original. Let's make sure I'm still going here. You see some of the original folks in maybe now are in Tribe, did the original Breakthrough Academy. You've probably seen them in the members group, and this is where a lot of them did their follow-up training. Sales training is really important. What I was saying before the video cut out was all these funnels, ads, autoresponders, Zapier, like all this internet magic that we do. It's pretty much just to get someone to our door so we can have a conversation with them, right? Whether it be text message or phone, any of that. So, I mean, that being said, you still have to be able to close really well. That's why all this online sales training, online marketing, they miss the one major important component that, everyone kind of forgets to touch on, except for the Breakthrough Academy, which like you still have to sell this person. You got to close this person like really, really well. You have to use catch. If you don't know catch, click on this. I think Ryan has a great video or a cheat sheet. Okay, good. It's the video. This is actually a really great video. I was hoping it was the video. This catch video is great. So, okay, and that's the sales thing. I'm just going to go through each one of these so you know what's what. Facebook marketing, Facebook ads. Obviously, this is why you guys came here, right? I mean, you want to know how to run ads. You want to know how to do effective organic marketing, right? That's you've seen guys like like Mike Fisher and Larry Lee who are really great with the whip. People who are incredibly good with ads in the mortgage and real estate realm and other realms too. But these two are the meat of it. But by no means do you feel like you have to only do this because everything else is gold. Funnels. This is cool. You watch Ryan build some funnels with some pretty successful people now who you can see that these funnels did work at some point really, really well. For people who want just like a basic checklist or like a line item sheet of how to build a funnel, go here under funnels and then click on the top one, funnel review checklist. This is like 23 steps, I think. Like some of these things are multiple steps. Some of it's outdated, like you don't use the red background anymore. You can use a white background or a blue background. It's going to look just as good or no background. The point is, if you're the kind of person who can, sorry, I keep jumping back and forth. I just want to make sure I'm still connected. If you're the kind of person who can read a recipe or just follow line by line instructions, this really is your what's the word I'm thinking of? Like your blueprint, your game plan for how to build your funnel. Do this, then do this, then do this. And once you're down here, you're running and, you call leads, set appointments, make sales. This is one of many, many ways of how to build a funnel and run an ad. It's one of those things where this is like the simplest way to get good results. For people who have done this or people who are like, because there's some markets where this isn't the most effective way of doing it. There's some changes that have to be made. For example, instead of doing 4 homes, sometimes, markets respond better to 1 home, so on and so forth, right? So, with that being said, you're going to do this and you're going to test this to your market. But for the most part, this is what you need to, I'm like teaching this stuff now kind of, but when I first started the program, I think a couple years ago or something, I didn't really have much more to go on except for this because I didn't have time to watch any videos. This did it for me. It was awesome. So, okay. Moving forward, this is all, just to not to belabor or reiterate anything too much. Okay. So if you guys are in real estate and really mortgages too, and you're in the group, you probably know Adam Stark. I don't really know how to categorize Adam as his relationship with BFA. He's like a partner to it. He's like an integral component of the real estate side of what we teach. And the moniker for what he teaches is High Paid Academy. This is like a mentality thing. It's really, really cool. If if you're like, oh no, I just want to come and, look at funnels and I want to speed through it, that's fine. We all have some time to watch TV or listen to some sales training during the day. This is really, really good stuff. Ryan, Adam kind of double team this thing together. People think, oh, I have a great mentality. Oh, I'm really great with sales. I don't need improvement. I just want more leads. I thought so too. Everyone thinks so about themselves, but it's like, what I'm challenging you is if you take a look at this, maybe you're going to realize maybe you're hustling a little bit too hard. And there's some smarter ways to go about scaling and automating and things like that. And the bonus where it's like every new bit of content that we get in here, we just toss it in here and let you guys kind of, absorb the material. So that's step one. That's the first place to find information is here. And you can search stuff too. Like if you want to look for AWeber, I'm not sure why my computer isn't being super responsive today. It's a brand new Mac. Fancy that. So, okay. Well, while we square this one away, the second place to look for stuff is in the group itself, right? So you all know where this is, right? This is the group. This is the members group that we're all a part of. And in here, every time I do this, I like to go over this because this is really crucial, and some people don't catch the previous videos, and they're like, where's all this stuff people are talking about? You're in this main group, right? And you've got discussions, members, events, things like that. But over here on the right-hand side, files, right? I want you to take a look at files for me because this is every uploaded file that, we've got tribe members like Dr. Matt Motil, we've got Ryan, we've got, everything Lindsay posts is, directly related to Ryan. We've got, Greg Peckman's posts and stuff, Adam Stark's posts and stuff. This is like really, really good, relevant information that when someone's like, hey, this is a cool, just new thing to think about, just, take a look at this, like a numbers tracker, autoresponders, things like that. It's all gold. And I want you to be able to find it. And if you can't find something, if you can't find it in the actual academy, digital academy, you can't find it in the file section, you've made a post, right? Because this is what the group is for. You can just come here and make a post, go to discussion. You can write just about anything. Hey, can someone recommend a good landing page for me? And by the time I'm done with this webinar, 20, 30 people are going to comment on this and help me out, which is the beauty of it. So try those three things, try those three. If you still can't find the answer, that's what this webinar is for. That's what, I'm here for questions, things like that. Okay. So, all right, so moving on, that's where to find stuff. Done? Good. What I'm going to try to do here is see if anyone has any questions or we've got a comment. We got a first comment, guys. This is huge. Okay. Lindsay Elliott saying she can't make it. That's no problem. We're recording this thing, and it's going to be available live. And, oh, guys, what we're going to do, too. Well, Jesus. Sorry about this. Okay, what we're going to do too is we're going to not eventually, I think by the end of this week, we're going to have something set up for you guys where all these things that I record, including the one where I had like the poncho and the robe, like, full transparency, apparently. Any of these things are going to be on a site where it's like, hey, what was that video where Todd talked about whatever, or where Ryan was talking about this thing? That's going to be on somewhere you can go and search through it, like quick guides and things like that. You can also on Facebook, if you want to like catch a previous video, you don't want to go a different thing. If you search the term, like the hashtag funnel chat, or you click on it in my posts, it'll bring up all my posts, and then you can see everything that I've done, all the videos, some of the stuff I've done targeting and things like that too. So yeah, I mean, I talked for probably about 10 minutes on this just straight because it's really important. There's a ton of information out there. The reason that you guys, we consider you guys to be the 1% that you are is because you didn't come here to be like handed something. You didn't come here to like be spoon-fed leads. You came here to learn like a skill on how to build your business and scale your business. And we all want to make sure you get all the tools to do that and do that effectively moving forward. So, okay, that's that. Now let's move on to again, this one's going to be different because we have nobody on the chat because this is a very prime selling hour, the week before what's coming up. So that's no hard feelings. We've got a lot of viewers here. So if any of the viewers at any of this at this time have questions, go to Facebook for me and just write a comment in that status, and I'll be able to get to it. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I think something to ask. I'm going to go ahead and do something that I haven't really done one of these before, and I'm just going to walk through the process. Remember that? Hold on. Hold on. That 20, I think it's a 23, yeah, that checklist I was talking about before, that 23 page thing, step thing. I'm going to do that for you guys. So this one's going to go a little bit late, and that's okay, because if you guys have to bounce and you want to check it out later, that's fine. No hard feelings. I'm willing to go to 9:30 today because that's just, I want to do that for you guys, and I want to show you that, okay, it is 8:20 right now. Even if I talk through it and I narrate it and I do all this stuff, I want to show how easy this is. Even if I do all these things, by 9:30, my ad's going to be live. Okay, start from scratch. I don't have the lists made. I don't have the landing page made. Where you guys are right now, I am, and we're going to do this thing right now. And like I said, I'm here. If you guys, have questions, comment for me in the status. I'll get it. If you want to hop on the chat and you want to just type something, I'll get it. Or if you want to just, whatever you want to do. So okay, let's try this. I'm going to go back to screen share here in a second if I can figure out how to do it. Okay, cool. You guys ready? Down the rabbit hole. 3, 2. If you don't put sound effects to the stuff going on your computer, it's almost like you're just doing yourself a disservice. That's how I feel about it. Okay, so checklist. I'm going to leave this open because I'm just going to follow through this checklist one by one. Step 1, create Facebook community page. Super, super easy, cakewalk. And sometimes people even overthink this because they're like, what do you mean a community page? Why not a business page? Why not like a branding page? Well, you don't want to do any of those things because you don't want to be selling your, I probably should do this and then narrate over it because I'm like all over the freaking place. But yeah, you don't want to be like selling stuff as Todd Holland Realtor or Todd Holland Mortgage Dude, because then when you do promote your ad, everyone's going to see like your face and the tie and all that and your headshot, and they're going to be like, I'm getting sold to. I don't want that. Nobody likes getting sold to. Even as someone in sales, I consider myself a lay down sale, and I still don't like getting sold to. So I can imagine people who, in general, don't have as good of an impression of salespeople as I do. So we're going to do a real estate one today. We can do a different one some other time, but real estate, hot homes of Temecula. I got some folks down in Temecula here that are also in the group. They're probably seeing this. Like, maybe I can get Todd to give me that page when he's done. Yeah, I'd be open to that. Okay, so add a picture, add a cover, right? So 2 things you want to do. If you have Shutterstock, that's great. If you have less fear of digital rights management enforcement, then you can just go to Google. I'm Googling the word Google. I realize that now. It's not 1992. Okay, so we're going to call it Spanish style homes because that's what's in Temecula. You got those really nice brand new, like these are totally Temecula homes, by the way. Shoot, I think I've even used this one in a funnel that I've done. So I'm going to go ahead and view the image. Okay. By the way, I'm going to keep this open. Keep one of these open so if I do get people ask me questions, I'll be able to see it. Okay, so nothing yet. All right. Too many tabs open. Okay, Spanish style home, new image. We're going to go ahead and we're going to save that image under, just put it in my desktop. Save. So that's like my big picture. And then I'm going to get one smaller picture too. So maybe one just like call it Temecula and see what happens with the image. Yeah, I could, this is like the gate to Old Town, right? Like the kind of the bars and hang out in the hip section. So I can make this my, and again, I'm doing this fast, so it's not going to look as pretty as you guys would do it when you're actually spending time on it and about to throw your own cash at it. But just to show you how simple it is, I'm just going to, save image to downloads, right? Go back to hot homes, whatever, add cover. Here, have a quick minute to look at the funnel. Sorry, Billy, I'm going live. I wish I could. So I don't know why I'm clicking this button. It's not freaking cooperating with me here. Okay, upload photo. Downloads, Old Town Temecula. Save. Okay, we're going to go here. desktop. Done. Okay, this is done. The visual part of this page is pretty much done. You can put a descriptor in, you can do some other stuff in there, but we're in a rush, right? Because what you want to do is you want to build a funnel fast, not like next week. So next thing you got to do with this page is get 4 or 5, news stories, and while you're doing it, you might as well just go to Google Alerts, right? Like it says in the check sheet. So we did this, we did this, we did this. Now we're doing these two. So already like a quarter of the way done. It gets way quicker, way better. Just trust me on it. I just want to show how quickly you can do this, right? In one session, how quick can you do this? Create alert, Temecula. Okay, create alert. Click on it. Okay, I don't want to see like domestic violence stuff, Starbucks plan for Gateway. Like this is cool. Someone probably cares about this. I'm not a huge coffee guy, not a huge Starbucks guy, but I am a pretty huge coffee guy. I just prefer not to go spend that much money on it. But, you just go here. You want to add a button. We'll add the button once we get the lead page built in, right? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to post this. Once you have the link there, you can just delete this and say, "Wow, what an amazing Starbucks that is happening to us." Okay. Again, much more effort from you guys, right? This is just to show how easy it is. You said 4 to 5 news stories. You go there and you just kind of get it one done. Temecula Valley Dedicated Healing Garden. That sounds nice and it sounds very Temecula. For people who live around here, you're probably laughing at this saying, yeah, it does sound like Temecula is kind of like Orange County meets, freaking Portland sometimes, I feel like. Okay, so there it is. Okay, one more. What a beautiful thing the hospital is doing. All right. Do this 2 more times. I'm not going to take it. I don't want to like totally bore you guys, but do that 2 more times, right? And they'll post here. It's loading up weird right now. But okay, so you do that. You publish those 2. I guess you got to do. It's a little bit different here. Hottest homes in Temecula. Okay. You do that. That took you 15 seconds. Create a username. Hot Homes Temecula. Okay. Okay. Boom. We're good now. Real deal. Okay. So now we have this built. So what do we do now? Okay. We did this. Create a new post each day for the page. So that's what we have to do pretty much. The way you do that when you schedule a post, you can do it a couple different ways. If you're like kind of a lazy dude like I am when it comes to these, you don't want to spend too much time on it. You just go here, and when you want to post something, let's say I want to repost that one link. I don't, but just make it easy. Instead of publishing it, you can just go here and schedule that. If you're late to the ball, you can schedule for later day, later time. If you're late to the ball, you can backdate something for a previous date too, or it's like, oh shoot, I meant to post this thing on the 17th and I didn't. You can do that, and when someone comes to your page, it'll look like it got done. I don't know about the EdgeRank benefits and costs of doing this, so I'm not going to speak to that. But the point is, it's not so much an EdgeRank thing as it is a get your page active thing, so you're not looking like a page that was built just to run ads to people, right? Because Facebook doesn't like that; it doesn't really treat that well. Okay, so that's that. So we've got now, boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we need home pictures. Now, if you guys are in real estate, ostensibly you guys have sold nice houses or taken nice house pictures, whatever. Use your own listings just to be safe. Don't use, and here's like kind of a herald, as I used to be a professional herald before I became cool and started sitting with the cool kids. Don't use someone else's listing picture, at least in the state of California, without asking them. Even the IDX thing, you can like really shoot yourself in the foot, because sometimes they'll just go and witch hunt you for no reason. I'm not like saying it's justified. I'm just saying that's one thing to be careful of. Shutterstock is great, but honestly, if when you're talking about pictures for the ad, here's the one, and I don't want to speak too out of turn, but here's one variation in terms of just getting it done quickly that I might throw into the loop here. Instead of going to search for pictures for your ad, I would just go ahead and when I say for your ad, I'm referring to this step right here, like the one where you're posting a 4-way pick. You can do that, but what you can do, it's even easier and quicker, is when you actually do go to run the ad. Where's the ads manager I had going here? when you do go to run the ad, you can actually choose like this picture. Sorry, this picture here with this bedroom and stuff like that. This is one that Facebook already includes. I'll show you guys how to do this, but I'm already 10 minutes in, and I want to make sure I get a little bit further before I completely completely jump off. Let me just make sure everything's okay. Nobody is complaining about not being able to hear me or that I'm talking too fast. Good. Okay, so we'll hold off on these ones right here. We got to go now and create the lead page. Okay, I like to go and make find one more really, really big picture of a home in my area. So the way I do that is, Temecula home. And again, this is, I don't recommend doing this. I recommend using the MLS if you can. Talk to one of your agent partners as a lender to get something that's not going to, ostensibly get you in trouble. But at the end of the day, if you're what is it, daring and brave and all that stuff, then I would figure that, shouldn't really be a problem. But okay, so let's find a nice looking picture that is massive here. And I think this is the nicest one. I'm going to view the image. That's big enough for, and guys, when you're picking an image for your lead page, pick something big, you saw what I did when I was searching for the image. I went, sorry guys, I went to, tools and then size, and I just picked the largest size that they had because I want something big. So otherwise, when you get on lead pages, you'll see why it'll compress. It's going to look kind of weird. So, all right, we've got that. I think I downloaded it, right? Didn't I? Or did I just tap on it? Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay. Image. Okay. Save image downloads. Very cool. All right. So now I'm going to go back to lead pages right over here. And I don't use personally, it's not like this is relevant to anything, but I don't personally use lead pages for anything, any longer, but I highly, highly recommend it for you guys. So, build your lead page. The way you build your lead page is, go to leadpages.com, obviously, or .net, sign up for an account. You have an account, you go here, click on create new page. Okay. I go to highest converting. Ryan wants you to use the bikini girl one, and I All right, guys, and we're back. Thank you guys for, pushing through the tech issues here. We're going to get this thing done. Aria over in the chat here just mentioned that the last thing that I said was the bikini girl thing, so I'm going to hop back over there in a second. Yeah, it just went out again after Ryan said use the bikini girl one. Okay, so no problem, guys. Let me just find where my video is here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to live and back to where I was in lead page. Good thing I didn't talk too much past where you lost it. Thank you, Aria. Seriously, I appreciate that. Do that as much as you can for me if you could, because that's going to help keep this thing moving. Okay, screen share it again. We're presenting again to everyone. Okay, hopping back over here. Go back over to lead pages. Bikini girl. So you click on the bikini girl one, which is the one that looks like this, right? make sure I'm broadcasting. I am broadcasting. Okay, cool. So all I did here was I clicked on the one that looked like Bikini Girl, which is the one. I mean, it's this one. You'll see a thumbnail, but this is the one you want to click on. You want to remove. You want to remove the logo or change it to your own, but don't change it to your own. Just remove it. This is a squeeze page. Simply enter your email below to get this exclusive insider info on, or just something like that. You know, doesn't have to be and that's not, just to be clear, that's not what Ryan's recommended ad copy is. Use his. It's very close to this, but you know, he words it differently. This is just the way I like to word mine. You know, and I do it the way he does it. Right, that's the most important thing. With this one here, with this button, what I like to do, I like those arrows. So hold on one second. Let me just get to the. I like to go like this. Get your insider info now. And then you do a couple of these because those are nice. Advanced settings, opt-in form. Oh, cool. You can do multiple forms. Lead page is actually getting all right. This is cool. I might take a deeper look at this. I gotta check it out. So done. Get your insider info now. Obviously, as you know, much as that will probably sell something, I would like to sell a house. So what I would like to put on there for the background is a house. So image options, upload new picture, and I really liked. It'll pop up here. And guys, when you're looking at these things, I mean, you get some information when you're putting the background in. It'll tell you the recommended size for the background in terms of pixels. If you don't know how to resize a picture, that's maybe something to look into. It's a helpful skill to have. You know, but that's one thing. This one, I mean, it's uploading, so it's a freaking huge picture. So while this is happening, while this is waiting, I'm gonna hop over to Aweber really quickly. So that's this. Now again, Aweber for me, I don't use it. So I have two lists, local buyer and local buyer responded. I have 0 subscribers other than myself. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make basically, so what you want to make a list, okay, step by step, go to manage lists, check on lead pages. It's still uploading. That's weird, man. My computer's like lagging like nobody's business lately. Okay, so but you go to manage lists in Aweber, you create a list, right? And you're gonna go through all these things. You have to talk about what your company's name is. Don't put like Remax Real Estate, put Hot Homes of Temecula or Hot Homes of California if you're like a statewide type of person. Company website, you know, if you have one. I'm not sure if you necessarily need one. You probably need one. So I would go and buy a domain, right, and just get like or if you have your own, like I have toddholland.com, so it's not an issue for me. So I can just do toddholland.com and that's mine. But if you don't have one, okay, we'll have to figure this out. But in any case, okay, so you go here. This is your existing address, your seller, your this, that. You go to next step. Let me just do like something different here. Let me just check on lead pages. What the hell? It's still uploading. Okay, I can't have that. So that's ridiculous. Okay. I don't want that giant ass picture. I just want this one. This should be quick, right? Okay. I want to keep this real time for you guys. I'm not going to edit anything out or like, not jump back and forth. I'll show you guys how I do this. I go back and forth, but I'm going to get this thing done and launched before 9:30. That's the plan, so you guys can see how quick this is. So, all right, my company website. I don't fucking know why it's not taking this thing. Lendingdoneright.com. Really didn't want to use my own actual website, but screw it. Doesn't matter. Next, okay, what would I like to name my list? Let's say Temecula buyers 1, 1 is important. You are in this list because you love Temecula homes. Something like that, right? This right here, just agree to it. You're going to disable it later. You might even have to call these guys in on the phone to disable it, but just know that, there's a way to do that. Okay, so we've got, okay, so I'm back in. I sometimes get these notifications. I want to make sure I can actually get to them on time, right? So, okay, I'm not going to do that. It's still fucking uploading. So, okay, what you would do in this situation, I'm not sure why it's not working for me here. So I got to go back, leave page, use template. And again, we're going to be doing this in the midst of what appears to be some serious like fucking computer issues. I'm not sure what they are, but it's just, we're going to have to just deal with it and power through. So we want to get this thing done. Okay. Shit, this is a tiny ass picture. Can you upload a tiny picture for me, guys? Just to get something back there. Okay, fine. Good. Now don't do a picture like this. This looks terrible, right? Why did I do this? Because I want to get this done, and it's just simply not letting me get something done. I want to have a picture of a home here. If I had a choice, if I can go back in here to image options and upload a picture of like, let's say that home we were looking at, that larger home, that would be option number 1, but it was like freezing up. So we have this at least while we do this. Oh, perfect. It was one of those glitch things. That looks good. And that's going to look kick ass on mobile too, because that's going to be even sharper. Okay, so we're going to go back here, get the insider info. You can also say inside scoop on foreclosures, short sales, and hot home deals in Temecula. And if it's not Temecula, you can say a specific part of Temecula. If I like going neighborhood specific, so I might just go and say like a Greer Ranch or something, Temecula. Do it as you would, right? But we'll just leave it as Temecula for right here. I want to overcomplicate, and I want to get this done. So simply enter your info below to receive your insider info, your exclusive insider info. Exclusive sounds cheesy as shit. Insider info on hot homes of Temecula. Okay. Instead of download the instead of download the report, we're gonna say something like get the report now. Boom boom. Or not the report. Get your insider info now. Okay, we're gonna hit done. That's there. You can say information will never be shared to a third party. You can also change this thing like we hate spam. Your legal information, you probably want to protect yourself legally. It's your choice. So that was meant to be the copy sign, but I meant to. Okay. Cool. I did not mean to delete that. So 2016, and then legal information if it's a link to your site or whatever for your disclaimer. If not, just say your NMLS number, your California BRE number, whatever. So 018 77703. Okay, so that's like how I would do mine, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and save what I've got so far, and then it helps me. Okay, got a page name, hot homes Temecula. Done. Do want to save it though. Okay, I have to complete lead box integration setup. No problem. Integrate forms with. Okay, so now that you've gone this far, right? What I'm going to have you do, that's why I had you save, right? What you can do is, and I wish I knew that you could copy it. What you can do in Chrome is you can duplicate a tab just by doing that, but I guess you can't do that here, unfortunately. So I'm going to go back out here to leadpages.net. And when you first start this thing up, this is really important. And if you haven't done this yet, you might want to. So let me just get in there. What was my email? Okay, cool. I'm in. I'm not sure what the. All right. So go to go to your name, not Todd Holland. Go to integrations. go to Aweber. It's the first one. You're going to want to integrate Aweber. You're going to want to connect them. So you hit connect. It's going to make you log into Aweber. I think that's it, right? Should be. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't want to do it. It's connected, copy paste disabled. I don't really know what that does. I'm not going to do anything to that. Could be a new feature. But then what this does, so then you want to go back to Aweber here. You want to go, remember how I said you have that list that you just made? You want to go to list options, confirmed opt-in, and then turn this thing off. Right, so this thing being send a confirmed opt-in for web form. You don't want that because that's saying as soon as someone opts in, you have to send them a second email saying, "Did you mean to opt in?" Then they can drop off. You don't want that, right? If you have an integration come with Zapier, you still have to call these guys and do it. That's one important thing. You're going to be seeing that you have to call these guys personally and manually and have them like deactivate the thing. But you're in your list. So after you've done that, go to sign up forms. You're going to create your first sign up form, right? And you're going to go here to create a new field. And on that, I like to call it mobile number because I do text automation stuff. So instead of just phone number, mobile number, sometimes they put it, sometimes they don't. You know, it's a text input. I always make it required because, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. Name, I don't like to do name for this. I do first name, last name kind of a thing. You're free to do whatever. First name, last name is better for when you want to like integrate it with other CRMs. Sometimes they don't take the full name and parse it. So, you know, you could first name. Okay, I want it like that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. So, perfect. Required, save field. Prefer to make that first. So first name, last name, email, phone number. That's my opt-in. That's the way I do it. You can just do name, email, phone number, name, email, just the email. That's up to you. You know, just name the form here. Temecula buyer. Go to step 3. Save your form. Okay, now you don't really have to do anything with it. Now you just go back over to Aweber where you were, lead pages where you're building this thing in, integrate form with, reload, Aweber, retry. Temecula buyer is my list. See what happened there? So I made that list over in Aweber, and now that same list is here, right? So, you know, you can do a lot of cool stuff with this. I'm not going to. I just want to get this thing launched and going, right? So you've got that first name, last name, email, phone number. So change this again to, I can't remember what Ryan calls it, but something like get the insider info on Temecula hot home deals by, it's something, it's like this. It's like fill out this brief form to, it's something like that. Write out something like that to incentivize them. Basically all you're doing, you're saying this is what you have to do is the form and this is what you get to get the insider info. Change this picture to something, you know, housey. You can do the same one. I sometimes will do like a different one as long as it's in the same. Here's the thing: as long as it's in the same like general vein of homes, right? Like the same style, they're all in the same area, Spanish style, whatever. As long as you're doing that, then you're good. There should be no problem there. So, guys, how are we doing so far? You know, we've got 4 notifications here. So everyone looks like they're enjoying themselves right now. People who are just coming on board, what am I doing? I have not lost my mind. I promise you that. Maybe I have, but what's going on is I am building you a funnel, basically, start to scratch. Okay, so beauty of it is now I have no idea where the hell I am when I was building that thing. Oh, that's good. Okay, That's always fun. Please try again later. Watch it save none of the work I did. That's fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. Sometimes you deal with bullshit software, right? What can you do? So, all right, we got to go back and do this from the beginning. From the beginning, okay? So, get insider info on hot closures, short sales. Okay, all right, so main page done, right? I know it's frustrating. Sometimes you just got to deal with the bullshit, I guess. Okay, so that's there. Okay. Fill this brief form, and we will email you your exclusive information quickly. I don't know. I mean, that's not the main text. I'm getting flustered because I want to make sure I get this part done. I had to restart this thing from scratch 3 times, so that's not it. But just put something good there, and it should work out. So integration settings. We want to go Aweber. We want to go Temecula buyer. Customize this form. Okay. All right. So for a thank you page, for tracking code, all this stuff, tracking code, put it in. I mean, that's your Facebook pixel goes here, right? So your this thing right here. Okay. This code right here goes here in the extra head. Okay. That's my 12-year-old humor joke for the day is extra head. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so the thank you page, we want to send that. I mean, this is a judgment call. So you can send this to like an actual thank you page where you know you get sent to their Facebook, or they send you to the Facebook, or you can send to the Wufoo. I do the Wufoo, honestly. I prefer the Wufoo. So you know, but it's up to you guys. So again, Wufoo is another thing. So just wufoo.com. A lot of different things you got to do to get started up. Once you get started up, you can build these things really, really fast. But you have to get all these services going on. You got to sign up for Wufoo. Wufoo's free. Don't worry about it. You have to build one of these surveys right here. These questionnaires. I always like to ask their name. I'd like to think I asked their name. What the hell is that? Their name, their email, and their phone, right? Do those things. Share the form, save changes. This is the link. And what you can do, this is like, I'm not saying this is the best way to do this, but the easiest way to get people to that form is just have them sent directly to the form once they get this thing done. So, okay. Right, boom. Easy, right? So far, we're all good. So what I did here is I built this page, and this takes the most amount of time. What I just did, that's the lion's share of your time right there. Okay, so but that's done. We've got 30 minutes until I have to, you know, clock out and see if I can actually get this thing done by 9:30. Yeah, hot homes Temecula. Okay, we're gonna go done. We are going to save It is not going to ask me to redo the page for a third or fourth time because it is a good day today. All right. Okay, cool. So it looks like it accepted it. Immediately what I want to do is I want to like exit out of this. I want to get the URL. That's what I want. Publish options. Okay, so you do that. You get the. Okay, I guess that's how I have to get the URL. That's fine. We go back over here. We're going to go to bit.ly.com. You can do Googly. You can do all the different ones. Bit.ly is here and it's available, and you literally only have to do that to get it done. So you copy that, put it somewhere, you know, put it somewhere, you know. And okay, very good. So that's that. We've got Aweber going. We've got lead pages going. We've got Bitly going. We've got Woofu going. Everything is moving. Now we can run our ad and get this magic on the road, right? So, okay, you run the ad. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just through Ads Manager. You can also create a post, boost a post and things like that. Not in this case. So create ad. Sorry, create an ad. I want to start over. I want to do a new ad. I like to go do traffic, engagement, either one of these. I'm not going to tell you which one to do, but I'm going to do traffic for this one right here. For your audience, okay, I'm going to make this one simple, right? I'm going to do my area because it's Temecula. It'd be kind of silly if I did anyone else, right? So we're going to go basically Temecula to San Diego is what I'm talking about. So that's like a 50-mile thing. So Temecula, we'll just boost it out to like, I'm happy with that. We go to, you know, I always do like a 23 to a 64. We'll see what we got. Might have to go just women. Maybe not. English and demographics. I'm just going to do likely to move. See what happens. Too specific? Okay. Likely to move in homeowners. Okay. Seriously, I know how crazy that sounds. Like what I just said, how easy this is. Like you can go super in depth in your targeting, but try this one first because you know, I have one target where I like go through 50 different things with new parents and new mothers, and I showed on the last video. But that thing right there, it's not necessary if this one's converting. So try this. If this converts, you know, rock and roll. Go with it. 290 though, I think that's a bit big, so I'm going to draw my area in a little bit, like to maybe, yeah, okay, I like that. I like being at around 100, 120 for these kind of like really broad buyers ads. I'm not going to do much else with this. Edit the placements. I don't really want it on Instagram. I don't want it with my audience network, and I'm only interested in putting it in limited places on Facebook anyway. So feeds, I'm not into the right column. So I just wanted to go into the feeds, right? Okay. And this narrowed it down too because, you know, it was 120. That's like saying a big portion of those people aren't on mobile, right? So that's not really my target audience anyway, is the people who aren't on mobile. So that's good. Brings it down. Edit placements, we just did that. The schedule, you know, you're not in marketing to save money, right? I mean, you've got a budget for it. You know, and everyone's like, "Oh, I got to spend $25 a day." It's like, yeah, you do. I mean, you don't. You can do it for $10. You can do $5 a day. You want to boom, right? When you want to boom, you want to get at least enough leads where if you drop the ball on 2 of them, you got enough in the pipeline such that you're not really struggling so much. So to do that, you need volume. Volume is this. If you get leads about $5 a lead, you know, you're thinking 5 leads a day. If that's too much or too little, you know, there's things that you can do with that. So, all right then. So you're going to continue this. This is the fun part. Choose single image. For this, I've not been contested on this yet, but what I like to do, I downloaded images so I can browse the library and I can upload those images right now. I mean, these like that picture I got off Google, I can do that. But I like doing this too because Facebook has a lot of stock images that are great and, for lack of a better term, cheap. Because it's free, and it's Shutterstock, which I know it's not going to get me in any kind of serious trouble. So I just look for luxury home, right? Something like that. And then find something that's in a, you know, reasonably, and, you know, by the way, like I've been having a lot of good luck, and just to let you guys know, choose an exterior shot, right? That's the most important. Choose an exterior shot, and that looks like something that would be in my area. But what I've been having luck with is these interior shots too, because the exterior shot is like a lot of emotions involved. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't like that house, so I'm not going to click on it, but I am looking for a house. There's not a whole lot of people who don't like a modern kitchen or a modern room or things like that. So, just all I'm saying is if one isn't working, like if this is not working, not getting a lot of clicks, just try a different picture. Try a different picture, try a different kind of picture. But for this one, I know what I want. I'm going to go with this one right here. Done. I'm not going to go through Carly Saltzman's page. I'm going to probably do through one of mine. As much as she would love to get me to fund a bunch of Temecula leads for her, I think I'm going to hold off right now. Okay, website URL, right? What was that URL? Where was it? So many things open right now. Sorry, no. Okay. Oh, right, I have to copy it, right? Okay, so it's got to be here somewhere. Okay, boom. Drop that there. Yeah, I know, guys. It's bugging me too, but I appreciate you guys holding out on it, because it definitely is a learning experience when half of your systems kick you off. So, okay, so Ari is saying you guys lost me right when I dropped the link. When I dropped the link to into Ads Manager, so I'm going to start back up there. Okay, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Go in this desktop. Boom. And continue to do what you're doing, because it's fantastic. If anything doesn't work out or you can't see nothing, just give me a shout, and then we'll be able to square it away. So last thing I did, according to Aria, was drop my link here, which is this, right? Headline: Hot Homes Temecula. I mean, not really. It's exclusive insider info on hot Temecula homes. Text. I always say in the know, because that's like kind of a thing out here. People say that, but you can say whatever's in your thing. Get the inside scoop, whatever. Get in the know on properties, on the hottest foreclosures, the hottest home deals in Temecula. Or even that, get your exclusive insider. I always call this. Damn it! Insiders info on the hottest homes. You can capitalize this probably, but learn more. News link, feed link description. Oh, my mistake. All right, guys. I make this mistake all the time too. This text right here, this goes here. This news feed link description, that goes down here. So that, perfect. Display link. I'm just going to call it homeatlast.com, because what you going to do about it? Okay, I want to track all conversions. Because remember, I dropped my pixel in there, so it's picking it up. It's green. It's good. It's golden. So people click on this thing, they're going to get retargeted, and it's going to be fantastic. All right. So this is Ryan's recommended ad copy right here. This is a copy and paste thing, I think, from BFA. So let me see if I can just pull that really quickly here. This is kind of a test to me, knowing where things are on the fly, because I tend to move really fast, and I'm like, in this mindset here. So add copy. Okay, maybe he has a text here. I'm trying to find a non-video one so I can just copy and paste it. And if not, I can just write it in myself. Make sure everyone's good. Make sure no questions. Any questions? No questions. Good. Okay, we're flying. We're good. Go back to Ads Manager. Okay, so I can. Are you making the move to Temecula wine country? As you know, the market is red hot and homes are being bought. Homes are going off market at the speed of light. I think it's. I'm just trying to go from memory. People looking at this like you're butchering this, Holland. It's like I know it. I'm just trying to go from memory. If you if you're looking to make the move, you need the inside scoop on all foreclosures, short sales, and hot home deals. Oh, I think he says pocket listings too. Pocket listings and hot home deals. And then some call to action like click the link below to get your exclusive information. Something like that. This is not perfect. Again, this is like me throwing out the biggest imperfect action hashtag alive because that is not Ryan's copy. It's just me making something quick on the fly to run this thing. You will be using Ryan's copy when you do this, of course, so just be cognizant of that, and that's going to be available to you. You know, in the digital program. I just didn't have time to run through it because I said I was going to get this thing done in time frame here. Just trying to do quickly. Okay, so I mean that's basically it. You know, you process the ad, you run the ad. It's in review. Once it gets launched out there, you know, it's going to start getting put in front of those people that you targeted up top, and you know, eventually those people are going to get opt into your lead page, right? Your lead page. If they don't opt in, they get retargeted. If they do opt in, they get sent to an AWeber list. And on your AWeber list, what you're probably going to want to do is there's an Evernote file out there that for some reason I lost the window to it. But what I'm going to do for people, you have to copy and paste the email sequence in, right? So I realize it's still lead pages. I want to just go over this thing. You have to copy and paste it. So when you go here, you go to messages. You go to, I guess, create a message, drag and drop builder, you know, and kind of go, you know, have some fun with it. You know, like if you have a header or something, like put a header up here, like a banner. If you have like images of yourself or of like the town, put them in here. But the text thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop presenting for a minute here. And because I have to go through my files to find this. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll be right back in about a minute here. So still have enough time to close this thing out, I think. So. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to share my screen one more time here. This is where that campaign is I was talking to you guys about. Screen share, present to everyone. Okay, so you've got your email sequence here. I'll share this link for you guys. Email sequence here of like 90 emails, 90 days worth of emails. You know, if you're in a rush, start with the first week, and then in a couple days, go get the other one. and then the other one, then the other one, the other one, right? So for this one here, we're here, go there. Then you go down here and you just change it to Holland, Homes, Temecula, and then you just want to drop in, just edit these things like that. Temecula, insert link to survey, link to survey. There it is. And sometimes people have a problem doing this. I've found getting the link into the survey. One thing you can do, and I've not really seen anything get hung up on this too much. One thing you can do is buy a domain, like go to Google Domains and buy yourself a $10 domain, and then redirect that domain to your thing. Because I'm gonna go, this is gonna give me a high spam score. I can almost guarantee it. Okay, super basic, right? I'm gonna save it. Subject line, he actually gives you the subject line, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that from him. Okay, a little bit of urgency right there. Right, subject line. Okay, and save. Save and exit. Okay, you're going to repeat this process for maybe like 2 or 3 more emails, but your send options, you're going to want to schedule these, add to a follow-up sequence, right? So it's here. Fault number 1 will get sent out immediately when people sign up. That's what you want, right? So you add it to your follow-up series, right? It's saving. And then I'm just going to make one more message, right, and show how to schedule that, right? So drag and drop, and go back over here. All right, the second email is this content right here. Okay. Kind of a funny one. Some groovy cookies. That's funny. Okay, so right. So put that in here as a subject. You guys pretty much get the idea at this point. I know you do. Wufoo, you're just going to go back to Wufoo here, copy that same link, right? Back over. So I mean, it's not tedious, right? It's not like it's tedious. It's not difficult. I find that you guys are going to do this maybe with 1 or 2 lists, and then you never have to do this stuff again, which is good. Holland, hot, Temecula. Okay, save and exit. I'm going to go ahead and add the follow-up series, and this one gets sent out 2 days after the previous one does. I'm going to add it, and you know what, guys? Honestly, we're done. Like this is it. There's a couple other housekeeping things you guys can do just to do them, but I mean, what I just did here in the last What about now? All right, you know what? Point is, we're good here. You guys all got the information. I'm going to go ahead and type up the synopsis to this. And, you know, guys, thank you so much for coming on board. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right, happy selling.